Good Friday morning. I want to remind you that tonight I will be back on for the Legacy Show. I always look forward to on Friday nights doing the Legacy Show, and I'm very, very happy for all those that come back and listens to the podcast. Our thought today is going to be found in the book of Psalms, chapter 40, verses 16 through 17. Psalms 40, verses 16 and 17. Let all those that seek thee rejoice and be glad in thee. Let such as love thy salvation say continually, the Lord be magnified. But I am poor and needy, yet the Lord think upon me. Thou art my help and my deliverer. Make no tarrying, O my God. Let me read that one more time. Let all those that seek thee rejoice and be glad in thee. Let such as love thy salvation say continually, the Lord be magnified. But I am poor and needy, yet the Lord thinketh upon me, and art my help and my deliverer. Make no tarrying, O my God. I was thinking today, I wonder how many times we have found ourselves in a storm, in a trial, in a valley, and God has came down and tried to be our help. He's tried to be our deliverer. He's tried to be our strength. But we refuse what he's offering. There's an individual I know, and this person, every time I'm around this person, it seems like there's something going wrong every time I see them. They're this is wrong, they're going through a test, they're going through a trial, and I'm not trying to be ugly, but it's almost like a continual pity party. And it has got in the past to where you might be so full of joy and you get around this person and it's like their their problems and their issues and their personality almost depletes the life out of you. I don't know if you ever been around that kind of person. But I had to make it in my mind, you know what? I want to be around this person because this person is my friend. I love this person, but I cannot allow their pity party to suck the life out of me. Now, you might think that sounds ugly and that sounds uh, incompassionate. It's not. I'm trying to be ugly. It's not that I'm trying to be incompassionate. But I know me. I know Kenny Allen. And here's one thing I know about Kenny Allen. If I'm not careful, I can allow myself to get in a pity party mood, a woe's me kind of mood. Because let's face it, friend, every one of us face things in life. Life is life. But it's like I've said on this podcast before. I want to look at the positive and not just the negative all the time. And of all things, when I'm in the valley and God comes down to deliver me out of my valley, let me allow him to be my deliverer. When I am sick, don't let me stay in the sick bed, but let me allow him to be my healer. When I am going through the test and the storm, let me allow him to be my protector and peace speaker and not stay in the storm or the test. I was listening to Victoria Johnson's album that she sent me, and I think this song right here that I'm ready to play by her, I think it says it the best. You know, I wonder how many times he's come and he's trying to deliver, but yet we don't allow him to move in our life, or we don't move along with him. My friend, when God comes to deliver me, to set me free, to heal me, I want him to have his way in my life. I don't want to stay in the same situation. I don't want to stay in the pit. I don't want to stay in the valley. But I want God to have his way in my life. This is Victoria Johnson. It's time to move.
Too many times I've sat and cried about the load I had to bear. I've worried and I've wondered, doesn't anybody care? When all along there was Jesus with his hand stretched out to me, saying, lay your burdens down and cast them at my feet. 'Cause I don't want to make you feel good about where you are right now. I want to give you hope of a better place. Child, I can bring you out. I'm going to love you where you are, 'cause that's just what I do. But I don't want to leave you there. Let me show you what I can do. Take my hand and have a little faith. It's time to move. Now if you're in the valley, listen close 'cause I've been there. You've never been alone. Someone's heard your every prayer. I'm a living testimony of what my God can do. And if he did it for me, I know he'll do the same for you. 'Cause I don't want to make you feel good about where you are right now. I want to give you hope of a better place. Tell you God's gonna bring you out. I'm gonna love you where you are, just like Jesus would do. But I don't want to leave you there. I want to see what God can do. So take my hand and have a little faith. It's time to move. If you're lost and you're hurting, don't stay there. If you're wounded and weary, don't stay there. Broken and battered, your whole life's been shattered. Don't stay there. No, don't stay there. 'Cause I don't want to make you feel good about where you are right now. I want to give you hope of a better place. Tell you God's gonna bring you out. I'm gonna love you where you are, just like Jesus would do. But I don't want to leave you there. I want to see what God can do. So take my hand and have a little faith. It's time to move. So take my hand and have a little faith. It's time to move.
I can't help but think about the old song that we used to sing in the church years ago. You got to move. You've got to move. When the Lord gets ready, you've got to move. I think we can get to the place where we don't allow God to move us, and he comes and says, "You know what? If you won't allow me to move, you're going to move." And I never want the Lord to have to come down and correct me and and move me in a way that I know that it was God corrected me. I want to move when God's coming down with compassion and trying to deliver me out of my condition. I don't want him to have to come down and move in a way of correction. Uh, I've been there and done that before, and I'm going to tell you, God's going to move. You can either allow him to move or he's going to move. Well, God bless you. Until tonight, I always my prayer that God just would keep you in the palm of his hand and that you'd be found in his will.